Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Raj. We just hit 120k followers on Instagram, and as promised, this is going to be one of the first vlogs on YouTube. It's 7 o'clock now. Looks like it's about to rain. This is the plan for the day. Abhi pani garam ho raha hai. We'll get some coffee and we'll start reading the book that I read every morning. Currently, I'm reading The 48 Laws of Power. And then we're going to go to the gym. Uske baad aake we have to study because we are preparing for US Assembly Step 1. And then I'm going to let you in on why being a doctor is not for you. The coffee is ready. The book is ready. We just need to read it now. While I eat my pre-workout today, let me tell you what we learned from the book. I read that we should always play to people's fantasies because truths are very boring. All the people know it, they don't want to believe in the truth. And I think that is one of the main reasons why there are so many alternative medicine options which promise the cure, but they are totally unscientific and totally unreal and not evidence-based compared to modern medicine. Because people want a magical cure. They don't want the whole ordeal that has to be faced with modern medicine or modern procedures. While there are many alternative medicines that do actually help, there is a reason that modern medicine is modern medicine because it is evidence-based at the end of the day. This is the connection I made from the chapter. And we're on our way to the gym. I follow a very simple gym routine that is very much inspired by Saket Gokhale. If you're into fitness, you probably know who he is. I follow a push-pull leg routine. So today was a push day where I focused on chest, shoulders and triceps. I will make a video with my whole workout routine very soon. At this point, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon as soon as possible. Now, coming to the main part of this video, I wanted to make this video because there is not a single person who has the facility of a career counselor in such a huge country like India. I don't remember me getting counseled on what career to choose, and I don't want anybody from the newer generations to come to face that problem. हम लोग अपना career इतना lightly decide करते हैं कि अच्छा ठीक है मम्मी पापा ने बोला अब we have to go through the same career, और some baseless claims like अच्छा इसमें ज़्यादा पैसे हैं तो ये career choose कर लेंगे. The choice of a career is the most important decision you'll probably make in this lifetime because you have to stick with that decision for the rest of your life, and some people are fortunate enough to change their careers midway, but it doesn't happen in all the situations. This video was not made as a way to demotivate you. बस थोड़े realities है जो तुम्हें याद रखने पड़ेंगे if you are choosing to give the NEET exam and if you are choosing to be a doctor in the future. Soon after this, I will make a video highlighting the reasons that you should be a doctor. But since this is a career counseling session where I bring in front of you the realities of the medical education scenario in India, I will only highlight why you shouldn't be a doctor in India for this current video. Reason number one is it's a very, very long journey and you're more likely to get burnt out till you reach the finish line. The finish line is not even defined. Are you satisfied with just an MBBS degree? Some people prefer to specialize over the MBBS degree. After doing which, your relatives, your society, your family keeps telling you that aren't you a super specialist? And then that brings you to the next journey where you try to be a super specialist, and this frustration leads you to get burnt out because it's such a long journey. This includes 4.5 years of MBBS, 1 year of compulsory internship, after which you do a 3-year course of specialization, and then 2 to 3 more years of super specialization depending on which subject you're super specializing in. This does not take into account the drops you're taking for your NEET UG exam, your NEET PG exam, or your NEET super speciality exam. Yes, there is a NEET exam for super speciality as well. Reason number 2 is there is intense competition at every step of the way, and everybody is against each other in this race. Over 20 lakh people appeared for the NEET 2023 exam, and you might have seen the cutoffs. They look very disappointing. For even a person getting 550 score, it's getting harder and harder to secure a free government seat. Back in 2017, when I had written the NEET exam, With a score of 625, I had received 1056 rank. But the current scenario is that a score of 625 can get you a rank above 8000 in fact. One of the pros is that the papers are getting easier and easier day by day. But the thing is that it's driving up competition for the people who are more skilled and the people who read more or struggle more. There is a big chance that even with a small silly mistake of 1 or 2 questions, your rank will slide down by the scale of thousands. So a single paper is in fact deciding your future. One thing that people tend to focus on when they're choosing medicine as a career is that they can read bio well and they can retain information with regards to biology. One another fact that makes people choose medicine as a career is that they study biology more efficiently than compared to maths. And this is one of the most nonsensical examples of why you should not be choosing medicine, is because it is not just your grade 11th and 12th biology that comes in play here. There is vast syllabus of more than 19 subjects, and all of that information is very much harder for people to grasp and retain as compared to your basic 11th and 12th class biology, which in fact seems troubling for some students as well. And being a doctor is much more than just reading. Up until my final year of exams, I used to think that being a doctor is all about reading. But then as soon as I switched into internship, I realized that it is as equally physically demanding as it is mentally. Your long work hours, staying at hospital half of the time, not getting proper nutritious food to eat, lacking infrastructure in terms of beds, all of these things add up and lead to even more stress and burnout rates. No wonder the rates of suicide in doctors are so high. Another reason why people want to be a doctor is because of the massive amount of respect that they think are associated with the doctor name. Of course, there is a massive amount of respect associated with a doctor. A doctor is basically next to a god because of his ability to heal and cure people, and that is very important factor to look at. But respect most definitely does not make up for the amount of time you will be missing with your own family, with your own mother, father, wife and children. Respect also does not equate to the amount of income that you make in this field. Respect does not feed your children. Respect does not feed your family. And there'll be so many people that tell you that doctors का क्या है, बस एक क्लिनिक लगा लेंगे, 500 रुपए एक पेशेंट से चार्ज करेंगे, दिन में 10,000 पेशेंट्स देखेंगे, 5 लाख दिन का ही हो गया. All these exaggerated numbers do not make sense. Because setting up a clinic requires that you have finished all of your education. Setting up a clinic also requires a lot of resources in terms of money, in terms of investment and in terms of advertisement. It is not as easy as everybody makes it to be. This brings me to the other point that doctors के पास बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे होते हैं. Now at this point you have to prioritize what you want in life and at what ages do you want them in. Do you want to place a bet on your life where you're rich but you're very old, at which point you'll also have a family to take care of and probably children? Or do you want to be young and reap the benefits of your wealth in your 20s and 30s, because this is the age where you get to take care of your parents, you get to take care of people who have raised you up until now. This brings me to another point. Being a doctor does not favor the middle class. Let me tell you why. If you are born into generational wealth, and I know this is not something you can control, your parents will have a lot of money to support you until you're very late in your career and you're starting to earn by yourself. Being a doctor basically ensures that you only start earning a lot of money when you're old enough. Your engineering counterparts and friends will have already started to make a lot of money and will have already been married and have children by the time you are a specialist and earning well enough. If you are a part of the middle class, chances are that you want to earn as quickly as possible and you want to make the lives of your parents better in some or the other way, and that requires you to stand up on your feet and earn as much as possible so as to show your parents the dreams that you're willing to fulfill for them. This brings me to the last point. There is also a huge amount of violence against doctors that brings into question whether the respect factor is maintained or not in the current scenario. Being a doctor essentially takes away 10 years of your lives. This was a study that was conducted where doctors live 10 years lesser than the people doing other jobs. It's not all fun and games when you're 10 years deep into this career and then you start questioning whether you wanted this in the first place. And I know that this seems to be a very young age for you to decide whether you want to do this for the rest of your life. If there is anything else that you would be doing, remember, don't just jump into this field without a complete knowledge of what this entails, and try to explore your other areas of interest. You don't always have to choose traditional route. I hope this video clarified a little bit of your questions. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments down below. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell button because there is a chance that I am live streaming every day, although I'm playing a game and I'm doing it. But I will be answering all your questions there.